But there you go, look how long it is for a Bristol Channel eel. That's a nice eel. Whoa. Right, I'm just going to take my time with this fish because it's not going with tide, it's going against tide. And normally in the fishing world, that means it's a good fish. How you doing, everyone? Welcome back. Welcome back to Burnham-on-Sea. I'm not sure I filmed here for a while. Probably got to be over 12 months, but welcome back. Firstly, you join me here at Burnham-on-Sea, which is a high water mark, but today I am fishing at low water. It's a 7.2 metre tide, which for a lot of you is still quite big, but for here is tiny. As you can see, I'm already set up. There's a good reason for that. If you look across to Hinkley Point, which is over there, it's jet black where it's been raining. I am about an hour and a half after low, which is the time that I start fishing here. We are actually fishing into a river. Well, quite a few rivers. Well, mainly the Brew and the Parrot, which empty out the Somerset levels. So there is water here all the time. The trouble is, any more than a 10 metre tide, you cannot fish it at low, in my opinion. For one, you won't hold bottom, and for two, it's really dangerous. Only last week, unfortunately, a gentleman has gone in the water here and they've still not located his body. So, as a mark of respect, I thought I'd mention that. He was not a fisherman, not that I knew of. He kindly got in to help someone, a lady who was stuck with her dog, and he's not come out. So, unfortunately, it doesn't look good, but hopefully, maybe, they find his body soon. Today's target: bass, big cod, thornbacks and conger eel. Bait wise, believe it or not, I've got my bait box holding you in position. So what I'm going to do is move my rods back before my reels get wet. I'll bring you back. As I've already said, as you can see, I'm already cast out. I couldn't really do a normal introduction because it was absolutely pissing down. So I've cast out because I wanted to get in an hour and a half after low. For me, that's when the fish come over the sandbank, which you can't see now. But now I'm fishing. When we move back, I'll bring you back. I'll show you my bait. We'll do some baiting up. I'll show you my rigs, which are, as you know by now, simple, but we've got a chance. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the mighty Bristol Channel. My name's Wayne. It's an absolute privilege to take you out fishing. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing great, thank you. I'm still on my fitness regime. I'm out running every day and I feel $1 million. Well, I do today, but you know how it goes. Anyway, I'll bring you back when it gets a little bit more exciting. As you can see, even though it's a small tide, got a nice little bit of tide pool now. So I'm actually casting up here to the right, walking down, letting out a little bit of line to absorb the tide and pin my baits to the bottom. Do you know what I was thinking last night? On my channel, I've not really caught a bingo fish. I know I have in Norway since I started filming for you in the UK. Before, I used to catch quite a lot of fish. True story. Maybe I'm concentrating too much on filming. But any day now, could be today. I could catch us a £15 cod today. True story. The videos have been quite slow, apart from Minehead. The Chesil one, Dog City. But yeah, we got a chance. It's a great time of year. The weather's not really been that kind to me this year. But we make do and we get out fishing. What I'm gonna do is get another rig out, bait it up. I'll bring you back, I'll show you that. I know we've done it quite a lot of times before, but we get new people watching the channel. And as I said over and over, it's a fishing video, so I've got to show you these things. If I get any action, I'll bring you straight back. What we're looking out for here, with the tide coming from left to right, is pretty much a slack line bite. Anyway, enjoy. All right, mate. So what I'm going to do is get a spare rig out. Normally when you fish this location, as I've said to you, it's knee or waist deep in mud. So everything is normally harder, but today it's just like fishing on a sandy beach. Where I am, you don't really get many dog walkers down this part of the beach. If I was back up there at high water, I wouldn't be putting a spare rig on the rod rest. But as I'm down here, and even up there today, because it's such a small tide, we're not going all the way up the beach. So it's just a little tip for you. If you're out fishing where Karen and male Karen are walking their dogs, make sure you don't leave any rigs on the floor, because I can guarantee you, if little Buffy comes along and eats a double squid with a 4-0 and a 3-0 circle, then we're paying for it. Not only are we paying for it, we're on the local Facebook group. Oh yes. Don't mess with a dog owner. Anyway, back to the fishing. Just put that in here. I want to let you know I've got my rod straps and a spare towel in here. So if you think I look like I'm a little bit pregnant, all right, it's because I'm like a female kangaroo. I've got loads of stuff in here. Look, I'll show you. See? And I've got a cloth as well. Right, rig. So today I am going to be using a 6-ounce gripper to a splashdown, to a 120-pound rig body, to a bead, a pulley bead, a bead, to a 120-pound hook length. As I mentioned in the kind of introduction, there is a chance of a big conger eel today. If I catch a whiting, but I'm not fishing for him, I will definitely chop it up and put it back out. So what I've done, I've upped my hook length to 120 pound just to help me if I get a conger eel. As I said to you before, unless I'm going tote fishing, I'm not really one for using wire traces. I'm here on my own. I've probably got quite a good opportunity or a chance of getting one in if I hook one, because it's quite shallow and I can guide it in. It's not like pulling it up over a rock mark, but I like to step up my hook lengths. As I've said to you before, lots of times, it's a Bristol Channel. They can't see at this end a mill in front of their head. They're not hook shy, and they're definitely not snood shy. Bait. That's all I got. Just a packet of squid. £5, I believe. Not in weight, in money. So what I'm going to do, bait one up for you. Squid. I mark one bait needle. Pointy end, end with a hole. And there you go. Streamline. I'm not really casting very far today, but I still like to keep my bait. Whoa, that was close. That's close, you almost went over. I still like to keep my bait nice and streamlined so it doesn't spin up in the air. Bait elastic. Just got windy again. It's quite nice. Quarter of an hour ago. Now I started to film, it's got windy. It's all right. You're all kind to me anyway. I think you're narcissists and you like it when it goes wrong. But no, I'm only joking. Right, so there you go. Nice and streamlined. Do not ever take the head off. I see people pulling the heads off all the time. And it's the best bit. Yeah, you know. Yeah. Right, so then I get my pulley pennel, which is incidentally 5 foot pulley. I then get my top hook, which is a J hook, a 4-0 through the shoulders, out through the head. Hold it like so. Keep it held with your thumb. Yeah, simple stuff. To be honest, this time of year, I find squid works really well here. Well, anywhere. To be honest, I love squid. Oh yeah. But there should be quite a few thornbacks, rays, and hopefully there's a few big cod. Yes, granted, I'm not really going to catch a codlin, which I have done before on squid. If I got a load of blow lug and fish smaller hooks, there's a chance of whiting, the odd pating and codlin. But we're going big or we're going home. So I'm not really wasting any money. Just spent a £5 on some squid from Russ's shop in Highbridge, Fires, which is just up the road. I'm at Burnham. Highbridge is just on the back of Burnham. So if you've never fished here before, get hold of Russ at Fires Tackle in Highbridge. Tyers. It's a dangerous place. And as we've seen recently, if you go in, the harsh reality is you probably don't come out. So learn from others. Right, anyway, that one's ready. I've had these in the water now about 20 minutes. I'll give it another 10 minutes to soak. I'll move them back once more and we'll have a cast. Thanks everyone. Hopefully I can make us a nice video. Wish me luck. That water's cold now, everyone. Whew. Hopefully the whiting turn up. Not today. Well, I don't mind, I'm not really fishing for him. But what we find in the Bristol Channel, if a whiting turn up, there's definitely a chance of a big cod. I've seen a few down Blue Anchor way, but I've not had many up this way. But as you just seen, I'm not actually fishing for them. Anyway, let's look at one of these rods. And there we are. How hard was I trying to get a whiting on Chesil recently? And I've got one here on the first chuck. Look at that. We're not blanking. Hello everyone. Meet the next bait. Thanks, Mr. Whiting. And there we go. We're on the fish. Well, that's definitely a good sign. If there's whiting here, as you know by now, there will be something eating them. Let's get this one out. There you go. We're on the fish, everyone. We're on the fish. Right, so what we've got to do to prepare it, it's quite a big bait, this one. Snip it behind the nose, cut all the fins off. Quite a big bait, this. Probably split it in half. Cut all the fins off. Cut the tail off. That's not the fish alive, it's just the wind. Cut the tails off. Cut all the fins off to make it more streamlined. Yeah, we'll put this one out whole. Be fun, wouldn't it? And there you go. It's ready to go. What I'll do is bring you back when I've got the rig ready. Oh, sorry about that if you're eating your dinner, but it's life. It's part of the circle of life, and if I want to turn that into a cod, that's what I got to do. I've just been preparing that whiting. I did have a squid bait ready, but best to get a whiting out there. Just a bit of seaweed this time. I brought you back because I thought I actually had another whiting. Right, I'll get that whiting out, I'll bring you back. And there we go. Look at that bad boy. That circle sitting nice and proud, and the 4 O's hanging out the side. Just a gentle lob with this one. Try and get it in that channel. That's a big bait, so I'm not going to mess around. Just get it out there. 7-ounce gripper, probably 7 ounces of no, said mackerel then, whiting, and out she goes. Boom. That has got Conger Eel written all over it, I promise you. There you go, that tide's picked that up. And there we go. One big bait, one squid bait. Let's go. And there you go. That's more realistic. To be fair to you, I shouldn't have really put that massive bait on those 4 O's. I've got 6 O's now. As you can see, they're sitting nice and proud. To be honest though, if I get a conger or a fawn back, it completely nail that bait anyway, and I'll hook it. But if I was fishing for round fish, well, a conger's a round fish, but a bass or a codlin, I'd definitely up the size of hooks. But I just stuck it out there because I was being lazy, and now I've changed the hooks to a 6 O. Sorry about that. Should be fine though. Just being honest with you. Remember, bait to hook ratio is so important. If you're using small baits, use small hooks. If you use big baits, use big hooks. Straightforward. Anyway, look at that, that's a lot better. Sometimes I kind of forget you're here. There's nothing really wrong with that bait presentation. I'm making some out of it now. But if I was fishing properly and coaching, I would have changed your hooks. That's what I'm trying to say. But I don't think it really matters. Anyway, we're moving at the beach. The wind's dropping out. The sun is up there making a little appearance. I can see it through the clouds. I'm here in just a hoodie. It's mid-November, so it can't be bad. Anyway, if I get any more action or I need to tell you anything, I will bring you straight back. Thanks everyone. So what I'm going to do now is put out the second part of that whiting. I've had no touches on the squid. Well, from big fish. Obviously I had that whiting first cast. But yeah, no fawnies yet. But let's go. Get out on that tide. Don't want to let too much line out in this wind. I've got wind and tide at the moment. But yeah, it's fine. Anyway, we're fishing. Whiting on both. We've definitely got a chance. Oh yeah? Check the big guy out without a coat. Yeah, I'll be alright, just in a hoodie. Ah, fucking freezing. Oh. Anyway, the whiting hasn't worked. I've got whiting on both, as you know, and it's, yeah, not worked. So I'm going to give it another 10 minutes, stick some fresh squid baits out there. But we're fishing, it's nice. We lost the tide a little bit now. As you can see, the rods have come back. That happens. That's fine. I don't mind, we've got a chance. When we're out fishing, we've always got that chance. Anyway, I'm not blanking. I caught a whiting. All right. And I bring in that big bit of whiting. Yeah, I left this whiting out for 40 minutes, half an hour, the big piece. It's not really done much, has it? Can't believe it. That whiting was a lovely bait as well. My hands are frozen. Winter is here, everyone. Yeah. That's what I get for not having a coat. I've got about 5 in the van, as you know by now. I just thought, I don't know what I thought actually. There we go. Unbelievable, Jeff. Let's get another squid on. Go away. If you check out the left-hand rodlet, I've got a fish on there pulling down. The sun's out, so it's quite hard to see. Definitely got a bite. Looks like a conger. I'll wait for it to go again. There you go. There's a fish there. Right, let's take you with me. Oh, that's a nice fish. Right, we're into a nice fish here. Now, will I get it in? I don't know. Feels like a big conger. He's not too happy. Oh, I'm not even moving it yet. Just gonna take my time. This fish is not happy with me. Whoa, look at this. These naggers don't bend that easy, and that is a nice fish. I'm just gonna take my time because I don't want to get bit off. It could be, imagine if this is a big cod. Whoa. Anyway, let's take you down by the water. I need to get closer to the water. Right, I'm just going to take my time with this fish because it's not going with tide, it's going against tide. And normally in the fishing world, that means it's a good fish. I think it could be a big conger. All right, but I'm just going to take my time. I'm trying to bring it in without it knowing. It's a nice fish. This could be a good fish. Just going to take my time. It's nice and shallow. This is the one I put a little bit further, okay? There you go. Just got a feeling it's a big conger. I don't want to... I'm not sure if this is a 120 pound hook length or the 90. So I'm just going to try and coax it in. It feels big, but you know, we've been here before. It's a nice fish. Can you hear that line? It's a beautiful noise, eh? Come on, just take my time. So in the past we've had some really big congers off here, but recently they've not been too big. But as we've seen today, I've had a white in. Do you know what? This could be a big fawny. Oh, I don't know what it is. It's coming now though. Just gonna take my time. It's coming with me, which is a good thing. I don't know. It's weird head shakes. That's a weird thing. It's not pulling back like a conger. It's just fighting like a real heavy fish. Yeah, it's a conger. It's a conger, all right. Just give me a massive head shake. Whoa. Come on. Right, in a minute I might have to leave you. Oh yeah, this fish is going mad. Right down there. Oh. Right, I'm gonna have to run off. Oh, I reckon it's a fawny. It might be a big fawny. Oh. Right, everyone, this could be a monster eel. It looks massive and it's fat. Whoa. I've got him right in the kisser. Oh my God, look at the size of this. I got him. Come on. I literally got him in the kisser. There you go, he's off. This is a big fish. Whoa. And there you go, everyone. Look at the size of that one. That's a beautiful eel here on the Bristol Channel. They don't get very long, but that is fat and heavy. What I'm gonna do now is give him a little weigh and we'll get him away. There you go, everyone. Look at him. He's massive. Woohoo! Look how long it is. For a Bristol Channel eel, that's a nice eel. Whoa. I reckon that could be 15. It could be a bit more than that, I think. I'm just gonna give it away now, then I'll bring it back. But I just wanted to get a nice photo before I got it dirty. Look at the size of the head on it. It's massive. Anyway, what a beautiful fish. I'm gonna get it away. I'm gonna get a nice photo now, hopefully, and we'll get him away. Thanks, Mr. Conger. Don't worry, he's gonna be absolutely fine. But look at that for a head. Go on. There he goes. Oh, what a beautiful fish, everyone. Oh, go on. Hey, hey, what was I saying? Anytime now we can catch a nice fish for you. And I just done it. I'm just gonna sort the other one out. It's been out a long time, and to be honest, it looked like I had a fish on here when I was fighting that conger, so it went all slack. What a nice fish. Oh, I think I might have a fish on here as well. Obviously got wheat. I don't know. No, it's just popped. It's just stuck. Right, just at the top of the tide as well. I don't know. Got a fish on here. I don't know. Might just have some weed. Yeah, it's coming out now. Whoa, what a fish. So do you see that for a conger eel in the Bristol Channel? That one was quite long. They're normally short and stubby. Over the years, this venue is really famous for big eels. And the last few years, it's declined pretty much like everything. That's not the biggest fish you can catch off here, but it's a nice fish on a day like today. What I'm gonna do is just coming up to the top of the tide, I'm gonna sort all my rigs out, give myself a clean up because I'm absolutely soaked and covered in conger slime. I'm gonna bring you back, we're gonna do an outro, but for me, that's made the trip, that's made my week, and pretty much made my month. I'm super chuffed with that fish. As I said, there's bigger ones here, but I'm pleased with mine. Anyway, I'll sort with this mess out, I'll bring you back, we'll do a little bit of an outro, I'll do what I normally do, and I'll see you in a minute. It was definitely worth getting cold for. I'm covered in snot, but look, that's been a few hours, 4 hours, 3.5 here at Burnham-on-Sea. As you've just seen, I caught a nice fish, and it's nice and sandy today. Please don't come here if you've never fished here before. Speak to Russ at Fires Tackle, T-H-Y-E-R-S, Tackle in Highbridge. Search it on Google. He will tell you where to go. Honestly, without the wind, I'd be knee deep in mud today, up to my waist at certain parts. Well, hopefully not my waist, but you understand what I mean. You get it on your knees, comes up, it goes all over you. And if you're not fit and healthy and you fall over, just don't come. Honestly, I don't want to put any of you at danger. As you know by now, I don't fish any low water marks in the Bristol Channel with you, but this one I can, and I did today. But yeah, come and check it out. You'll see what I mean. It can be dangerous, but look, that's a beautiful fish for anywhere off of the shore. Chesil, you get them a lot bigger than that, but here in the Bristol Channel, that's my PB off of the shore, and I'm super pleased that I took you out with me. So my name's Wayne, that was a nice conger eel. This has been the Bristol Channel. Thank you everyone, and I look forward to seeing you again somewhere else. Look out for yourself, yeah?